Welcome everybody. The Hustle. My name is Steve Armopoulos, and these are my co-hosts. I'm Talia.
And I'm Tech Luciano. You may have heard me on radio, you may have never heard of me at all, but that's okay.
Cause y'all gon' learn today. Your whole life was a struggle, had to make it out the jungle. This is a show for you. Welcome to the hustle, under pressure that will break a foe. Keep chasing your goals until you blow. Now, welcome to the hustle.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Hustle Podcast. And we got Brandon, Budz, Hecht in the building. Makeway Studios. What's good? And wait. Tech has got to do the ultimate fucking intro for you because he knows so much about you. So he's just gonna.
That sounds really creepy. But we got Anu Budz in the building. You may know him from Makeway Studios, arguably, or maybe not so arguably, the most successful urban studio in the city. If you're making any type of urban music in the city, you've definitely been to Makeway or heard of Makeway at the very least. So this is the mastermind behind it all. You may know him for his music as well. We worked together at one point as well, so it's good to see you, bro. He came through shining and shit.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of ground to cover today, man. Thanks for coming through.
No, it's great to be here, man. I've been seeing you guys come up. I've been seeing all the production you guys have been doing. So 100%, man. It's an honor. It's great. And yeah, we have history. We've done
Thanks.
radio stuff before.
Yes, we have.
Traveled.
Yep.
You know, so it's definitely good to come down here and see what y'all doing. So yeah,
Welcome.
let's get it, man. Let's talk about the hustle. Let's talk about the grinds and
Yes,
everything
sir.
it
Yes,
takes
sir.
to become.
Let's talk about it, bro.
Fair enough. I think we all have somewhat of a history or link with you. Like, I remember being like 17 or something back in the day, and I knew Budz. Like, I knew who he was. Maybe like the vibes back then were a little iffy there because of the,
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
stuff.
That
But, like,
blessed rectangle.
yeah.
But yeah, it was back in those days. I was in my basement at my mom's house doing my thing, you know, and it was every year since then that I was actually going to a new spot, developing the company, expanding it, seeing what more we could do with it. And I mean, it wasn't too long. I was at my mom's spot before she was like, yo, what the fuck? You know, get all these people out of my house.
For
What
sure.
the hell's going on?
You got goons in the
You
basement.
know, all hours of the day just yelling. So yeah, and that was before auto tune.
Oh shit.
So you seem like a very creative guy.
Yeah.
How did you get into that field? Whether it be music, whether it be being a producer.
Right. Well, I don't really have music in my family.
Mm-hmm.
It was more when in high school when I went to Marymount, just in DG, and I just started getting into the crowd. People who were rapping a bit. We were a kind of, I guess, like if you want to like think about it back then, I guess I was gaming, and we were rapping on the streets. But then I was like, okay, well, we have these headsets. We're like, yo, screw all this gaming shit. Let's put a sock on the headset and record this, you know? So I downloaded some program. We figured it out. And
I feel like it was Cool Edit Pro too.
it was Cool Edit Pro. Yeah,
that's
Cool
where
Edit
we
Pro.
all started, bro.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
that was the Audacity for like a week or something.
Yeah.
We're like, we need to upgrade.
Cool
and
Edit was the-
Pro
was the upgrade for sure, bro.
And we're like, okay, we're in the
crazy.
biz now.
I started
crazy.
with GarageBand.
That's
Like,
crazy. Yeah, you're younger.
I
bro.
didn't have
Yeah.
a Mac, you know. So, so what we did with that, we would just record, freestyle, and yeah, it was just out of my crib, you know, and we were just doing it, and that's how I guess I developed a passion for the recording aspect of it. And then through that, I started rapping, I started getting into music, and I started just developing a name through that. And then it came to a point where I was like, okay, well, I'm recording too many people. Like, I have too many friends now. I should probably charge for this. And that's when the whole business side
Ding,
started
ding,
coming.
ding.
And then, you know, and then if you're going to charge for this, well, I guess you have to have a name associated to it. And if you've known me long enough, the name that used to be was Zesty Productions.
Zesty production.
Zesty.
So
Because
we're
if
making
you-
some salad
Because
dressing
if you
over
know,
here.
because if you know Budz, you know it's B-U-D Zest. You know the Z was always, you know. So, anyways, that was where it always came from back then, you know. So it was Zesty Productions, and you know that just wasn't too professional. That one didn't really work out too well, you know. It didn't hit the mark, you know. So through I was like working in the back store at some random job, and I was like, I gotta figure out a name for this, you know. And then just do like Makeshift. I was like, nah, it's too like
Makeway,
it's too
motherfucker.
ghetto, you know. I was like, make way, you know. I just gotta get out of here. And through that, I just kept pushing that name, ran it by a couple people, and yeah.
Makeway's a dope ass name.
And it really stuck. And this was the logo that came with it, and I've been rocking with this logo for around 10 years now too. And it's nice.
It's a very well known logo in the city.
Definitely.
That's a fact.
Also, I have to mention that we didn't even acknowledge Big T yet.
Yeah.
Big T,
Large T.
What's up, guys?
large T, medium T.
What's good, guys?
Is
Thank
there
you
an
for
angle
being
on
here.
him? Do we see him?
Yeah, we see him.
yeah.
We got a
Yeah?
two-shot. We got a two-shot.
And the back here.
Yeah.
maybe?
No, the camera's there.
No, the camera
You're good.
doesn't see on
Large T, Funklaurenovich. This
It's
whole-
Funklaurenovich. I like
Steve.
that shit right there.
Steve now.
Yes,
Funky
sir.
Steve.
I heard him say Steve, so I said, "Oh, Funky Steve," and then I realized you guys said T.
Funny that you say that shit because recently I was in a music video with this guy. Okay, and I don't know, some guy did a review and he's like, "Wait a second, who is this guy?" Because I'm in the video, you know, and he's like, "Is that Uncle Bob? Uncle Pete?" I'm wearing some like polo sportsman shit, you know, so all hunting and this and that. Guy's like, anyway, so it's funny you say Funky
Those
Steve. I
jokes.
don't know. I've been getting monikers my whole life, over and over and over
God.
again. You know? I'm
Okay.
a Renaissance man. I do a lot of shit, so it makes sense.
I feel you.
Yeah, so we started linking up probably around 6 to 8 months ago when I started getting into the jewelry business. He introduced me to all the people that actually like do the handwork and the specific works, and really what I got myself into was the custom designing part.
Right.
So everything 3D design and how to
He does
actually
all that shit.
get it from the computer, a 3D design,
To the mold.
to the mold,
man.
to the gold. And everything in between is the whole art of it, the whole work of it, you know. And no, it's great. It's really been a really big journey doing this whole jewelry thing. But honestly, out of all the grinds and hustles that I've done through the years, this is definitely up there, and it's definitely going to stick.
This is the generational wealth hustle
Yeah.
that you're on right now, bro.
For sure.
I mean,
God.
Makeway Studio
Having
kind of
a
is too,
coffee
though. But
fit
like,
over here. With on the wrong tube.
What's the name of the company? What are you guys calling it?
So the company name is Aurum Crystallini.
Aurum Crystallini.
Yeah, and it means gold and diamonds in Latin. So Aurum, the AU from the element of gold.
Okay.
That's where it derives from. And I actually partnered up with Eva. She's a what is it called? A dental hygienist.
Okay.
And so when we're doing grills now, that whole process is done by professionals, since this is actually one of the bigger lanes. So having a dental hygienist on board, someone who's really doing everything professional, especially when it comes to the mouth work, because you know, you don't want me or him strapping on the gloves,
No,
get
that's
it
a
in
fact.
there, you
That's
know?
Okay. All right.
It's a
Okay.
fact.
You know?
Son.
So and unattached to that, like we help, you know, with teeth whitening and all like the good practices to do with your mouth, because you know there's a lot of diseases, a lot of things like that that arrive, especially when you're putting metals.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And you're smoking with metals in your mouth. So
gingivitis, bro.
really,
Vaccine, man?
yeah. So
Yeah.
really being able to just not only give quality pieces, but educate our clients on
Right.
what the smart practices are to do when you're putting things like that in your mouth. You know, it's a whole world.
Are a lot of people getting permanents in the city right now? Or is it really still just the clips?
A lot of the clip-ons, but you know, or whatever you want to call them, the caps.
Yeah.
It's really personal taste. Honestly, there's not that much difference of gold unless you're actually getting like the solid teeth, pulling out all your teeth and getting the solid.
Yeah, that's some Florida shit right there.
There's some times where they'll just shave off the top layer
wow.
and just put a thing of gold. So
Really?
it looks like a full too.
That's crazy.
There's people who are doing stuff like that, but you know, you get a little bit of everything when you're getting into this game.
Yeah, for sure.
I think one thing that you pride yourself on with the grills is that the clip-on instinct right away.
Yeah, so a big part of where I thought that if I was going to come into this game, I wanted to come into a certain aspect where I could revolutionize it.
Right,
I could
innovate.
change something. I could do something that has never been done before. And I was thinking, I was like, well, what would that even be? There's thousands of people, probably just in Montreal, making grills.
Yeah.
You know, so how am I going to change anything? So when I started getting into this 3D design stuff, I was like thinking, well, why can't we just 3D design grills? I was at my ortho and they had a 3D scanner. So I was like, yo, scan me up, you know, let me try this out. And then I actually, through testing, it was probably 3 months of printing grills, getting them casted, testing sizes and parameters and stuff like this, to the point where I finally got it where in 10 minutes I could print out a piece,
That's crazy.
go get it casted. The next day it's ready and good, and it's going to
That's
clip
crazy.
right on.
Clicks in like a retainer.
Exactly.
That's fucking yo, that's crazy.
It's
bro.
literally the same thing that they're using for
Fire.
what is it called, bridges
Yeah.
or mouth guards that actually click onto your teeth. So when I discovered this, I was like, well, damn, not only does it click in perfectly, the finishing on it is perfect. There's no hand aspect to it. There's no handmade.
Right.
It's all computer made. It's all round curves, this and that, no sharp edges and stuff like this, and no lisp. You know, so whenever you see me in interviews or you see me talking, well, I usually have my grillz on and stuff. There's no lisp. I'm able to talk perfectly. I've done battles with grillz. I've done all these kind of things, and this is part of the game. You know, I see a lot of people before they go into before they perform. You know, I've seen someone who's like, "Yo, how y'all doing?" Da da da. Yeah, so for today, da, da, you know, I'm like, damn, you know, I witnessed that. And it's just like, damn, like he can't rap with his grillz on, you know, and then that was definitely a problem, you know. So right now, I'm in the process of getting my own scanner so that we could start doing these in our own facility. And that's really going to be the high point of we're going to really release this kind of technology just to everybody, and you're going to start seeing 3D printed grillz popping up.
Insane.
Yeah,
He's the first.
Yeah, that's I know I got my grillz from somebody else. Very good grillz and everything, but like you said, you revolutionized it with clipping them on, easy peasy like that, smooth edges and shit like that. So I need a couple of teeth. We're gonna get some teeth done. Don't worry. Yeah.
And especially if you want stone work, come on, we have the stones on the program.
Okay.
So it's all preset.
It doesn't have to be a pave setting. You don't lose gold, etc. There's a long list. You know, in jewelry, there's 10 ways to make every piece.
Right.
Yeah.
We're trying to really do it the most modern. That's it.
True.
Although I love handmade. I mean, I wear half usually.
Get
Some
with the
half
times.
Seasonal shit, some half machine shit. You know.
So what would be the difference between like machine set stones and like hand set?
Basically, the setter, instead of him having to take the drill and make
And
the
physically
hole,
do it. It's all pre-made.
yeah, it's in
Gotcha.
the wax. I can show you a few examples after
Yeah.
of
we're gonna
waxes
look at
with
those.
the preset. Yeah,
There's a big price difference too.
of course.
You know, there's extra labor that's being
Right,
put in,
it's true.
and now when it's all done on the
It's true.
computer, it's tons of labor that just goes out,
Out
the
the
Say
window.
window.
there's 10
Damn,
different
that's
ways
fucking-
to
yo,
do
that's
one piece.
okay.
There's
Crazy.
10
Yeah.
different dollar amounts to do one
Right.
piece. Is essentially what I'm
Okay,
saying.
Right,
interesting.
Yeah.
There's
That's
the
crazy.
cheapest, most expensive, and then there's 8 ways in between.
So
Yeah.
basically, you guys have a great product, and you're giving it at a better price than most people. If
For
you
sure.
think
Well,
about
we're
it.
able to do this because we're cutting steps that
Cutting
would-
labor
we're
costs.
cutting labor costs that would have to do by
Innovative
hand.
one,
Now
yeah.
we're doing it on the computer,
Dope. Yeah.
and we're mostly jewelers, or they would reach out to third-party places and get some random dude overseas to do it.
Okay.
You
So
know, where we're doing it all in house now, so it's really good, and that's what's always been the motto of Makeway, is get everything done in house. You know, since
I can attest to
started,
that. That's true.
since I started, when I actually finally had like a bigger location, I was like, always seeing I was turning down people for photo shoots. They'd be like, "Yo, do you know where I get photo shoots?" You know, and I was like, "I don't know, go find somebody." You know, and then I was like, "Okay, well, that's maybe not the best way to go about this. You know, how do I really innovate so that I could help everybody and actually hold their service, their brand, or the business that they want to bring to me, and really push it out there?" So I linked up with Etienne. He was one of the first photographers I worked with. Etienne de Rocher. He was
he's
just
good, he's
he
good.
was just starting in the game. He had done some things for friends, never really was branding himself, didn't even have Facebook or anything like that. He was just
Shout out to Etienne, bro.
you know, my dude.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, look, I bought some photo studio equipment. We have this little lobby on the side here. Like, yo, just chill around for the week. I have clients, probably 8 artists coming in a day. Like, someone's going to want a photo
Yeah,
shoot.
big time.
Just chill. So he came in first day. Some guy was like, I need a photo shoot. I'm like, bam, my dude's right here in the next room. So then we started getting into it, and he realized, like, wow, okay, you can make money like that, like just like that. And I was like, yeah, and like send him the pictures tonight, and everything's good.
That's it, yeah.
You know, and I was like, wow, okay. And then we started going more projects. He started doing my music videos, and through myself, I was always, you know, the poster for my product. So whatever I would do for myself, people would see, they would understand, oh, well, if he's doing that,
Exactly.
he could do that for me probably.
Yeah.
He has the whole business. So this is what really drew people towards Makeway. As coming up as an artist, I was having good pictures, good content. I was consistent. Every time there was a nice big show in town, I worked a deal with Ricky D.
Yep.
You know, and because I knew so many artists, I was able to plug other people. So this way, I could plug myself
Well, that's the
without
great
having
thing.
to do that whole pay and play thing.
Exactly.
You know, And it was great. You just leverage, you make business, and you do what you have to do to get there, you know? So through helping out other people, I guess, find their branding, find their promo, I was able to get myself into these really good areas and positions, and I guess just make really good business people with the right promoters in town. So if I wanted to get on stage at a certain point in time, boom, they were putting me at Olympia. They put me Club Soda. I did the TI show. That was amazing. We brought piano people on. We were throwing out T-shirts because, you know, you have that 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Make it
Make an
You gotta-
impact.
You got to do it the most, you know? And I always think when you think of this whole pay-to-play thing, it's like, look, some of these shows, let's say, cost $1,000 for a typical artist if they were just coming out of nowhere to go ask a promoter, like, yo, put me on that stage. I have no fans. I have nothing, but I want to perform.
Yeah.
You know?
Crazy, they pay.
So, but here's the whole thing when it comes down to it is now that $1,000, a lot of artists, I'll put into Google ads, I'll put it into YouTube, I'll put it into Facebook promo. Now, what's going to be a smarter move? Putting $1,000 into a Facebook promo where you honestly don't really know what's going on with it. If you're not using Google My Business or Pixels or things like this, you don't really know what's going on with your ads because you're not getting that in depth.
Okay.
So are you going to get a better exposure by doing it that 1,000 to Facebook, or 1,000 to have a experience of a lifetime as an artist where you could be directly in front of 2,000 people right away in person? So the only time that's not going to be worth it is if you go up on that stage and you just stand there holding the mic and you make no impression.
Right.
Yeah.
So when we would go up there, we would make the biggest impression, and we weren't even paying that $1,000 because I was able to leverage my business and everything that I was doing. So even at that, we were putting in everything we can so that not only did they know who we were, they were all leaving with a Makeway shirt.
Exactly.
They were all leaving with a piece of a memory that they're going to always remember and always know, okay, that was Makeway, that was Budz, that was this. We used to go to Mount Royal. People would be wearing the Eyes Low T-shirts and stuff. Like, we were pushing all the time.
Yeah.
So to me, I think as an artist, whatever, if you just coming up, it's not the worst thing to do something like that, especially if you have money that you're looking to do in promo. You're putting yourself in front of 2,000 people instantly, at least back then, you know, if shows are coming back and if we're able to do things like that again, for sure.
Like
But if you're going to go up there and you don't have a brand, you don't have a website, you don't have photos, you don't have social media, you're going to go up in front of 2,000 people for them to click on what?
And I also think it's important that the music is good. You know what I mean? Because if it's not good and you have all that social media, but your shit's trash, but you just threw that $1,000 down the drain because everybody's gonna look at it, like see the performance, and they're gonna be like, "Dude, I do not fuck with this guy at all."
Yeah, and
Why is he even on the stage?
For
Like,
sure. And
you
I've
know what I
had
mean?
people come up to me being like, I want to go on this show, I want to do that. And I told them, well, look, you don't have any of these things. Like, what do you expect to get out of this? I said, and the good thing was, I offer all of
Exactly.
these things as
That's
well.
that's where I was going
know?
next.
Yeah.
So I would be like, well, look, before you go on that stage, you know, you should probably want to do photo shoots. You probably want to get a logo for yourself. You probably want to do this and that. And look, if you really want to do it, get a big banner with a fucking QR code that everybody, the 2,000
Exactly.
watching you, could literally scan and actually know who you are.
Exactly.
Because, yo, let's be honest, when they say, yo, follow me,
Yeah, no.
Nobody-
A underscore
Exactly.
BU dot U is, but the U is a V.
Yeah. No, it's true. It's
you
true.
know,
it's
it's like,
true.
come on, man.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
no,
true.
It gets
So-
a little fucked up.
You have to use every situation that you're in front of people to your best advantage, and that's why I've always been on both sides of the fence with paying to play, because at the same time, like, I've found a way to leverage myself, so I never wanted to do it myself.
Yeah.
But for an artist coming up that doesn't have something to leverage themselves, shit, that just might be a great promotion if you line up a bunch of other
Exactly.
things. It's going to cost you
Everything-
more
yeah.
than that $1,000,
Yeah.
you know, but that's going to be on your side.
But it's crazy because even dealing with the podcast, the amount of artists that have reached out to us that don't even have something as simple as an EPK. I'm like, bro, just like send me your press kit. So like, you know, I don't have to go out and Google search you for 25 minutes. Like, just send it to me. They go, what's an EPK? And I go, what's an EPK, dog? Like, it's 2022.
But
It's-
unfortunately,
it's-
yeah,
some
press
don't
kit.
know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, but like
I don't know what that is.
it's up to you to do the bare
like
minimum
it's
research
like
on your
your-
field, though.
It's like an
Definitely.
artist profile. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So
But I'm
it's-
not a
it makes
rapper.
sense that you.
But like
wouldn't
that's
really
just
know.
but that's
But he's
bare
got
bones.
bars.
That's bare bones.
I
though.
believe it.
I can't rap at all, man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I totally agree with what you just said. It's 100%. Look, what really is annoying. It's like some people that, let's say, you just came you did the show, and now I gotta find a pic to put it
Exactly.
on the cover thing that
Exactly.
we promote the episode.
For sure. Well,
A lot of people do not have professional pics.
100%. We used to deal with that stuff.
So the
Well,
press kit is like you have photos, information,
Photo, bio,
Yeah.
links. You know,
Yeah,
it's
all
it's
that
everything
shit.
I need to know about you
Exactly.
as an artist.
This,
Yeah,
that,
Exactly.
we
Yeah.
promote.
Exactly. And like, you know,
Yeah,
it's
I got
it's
the
it's
photo.
literally like saying I want to be a boxer, and then I say, okay, well, show me your jab, and you go, what's a jab?
Okay.
Like, what do you mean, what's a
Like an
jab?
electronic business card.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That. Exactly that.
They should
Yeah.
also get media kits.
like even a link tree
yeah.
Yeah, at
would,
bare minimum,
would
like-
help, you
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
you're, so I mean,
Yeah.
we've done it, you know, when we had Makeway Radio running and stuff, it was
Good times.
it was like we're getting SoundCloud links, you're just getting Instagram profiles, and it's like, or you even honestly, like, not everyone has Spotify, you know, they sometimes send a Spotify, be like, yo,
I don't have that.
I don't have, or an
I don't have it.
iTunes link, you know, like what, yo, send me the song,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna stream it off Spotify.
7ML. Send me the song. And the guy sends me Spotify links and shit.
Well, that's why you gotta hit me up for. You gotta hit me up for his music.
I got it. He finally sent it. He
Shit's
sent it
fire, man.
from you. It was a forward.
It was a four.
Hilarious. So let's talk about the studio a little bit. Obviously the first not the first incarnation, but the incarnation of Makeway Studios that I think most people would be familiar with would be grillz, Verdun.
Yeah, that was the first location where I was able to really plant my roots.
Yeah.
So before that, every location I had, it was a year and a half, touching 2 years.
Were you ever in the fucking building behind the belt? You were
Yeah, I was
behind the
in
belt center, right?
1180.
Yeah.
So right after DRX
Yep.
there, right after he moved out,
Red Rhino.
we cleared out that room. We built a photo studio in the lobby, and we partnered up with 24 Hour Music magazine. They were doing write-ups for local artists and
I
stuff.
remember
really
that.
nice.
That
It
dude was
really
from Florida, right?
well-branded.
He was from Florida.
No, he was from here. He was
No?
from
Okay,
here.
there's another
Justin,
magazine. Anyway.
Justin Everest.
Okay, my fault.
So
Wrong-
he was one.
wrong
So
guy.
we split that big room. So he had the whole office part, and because we did that, it made it affordable.
Right.
If I had to take the office and this, it wouldn't have been at the time. So we split, and that's also when I started to learn how to be a landlord and how to like, start, you know, split that room, and I rented out my old room down
Got
the
you.
hallway.
Got you.
So when I had that Drex one, it was like the first time where like I could pull out my phone and show the whole room.
Okay.
Because it was like pre-built, you know, it's just a
yeah,
pre-built.
yeah. I remember it. It
pre-built
was
studio.
Red
I used to-
Rhino, then it was RBR, then
I
it
used to
was
record
Drex.
there.
Wood,
Yeah.
big glass,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and I just had to put my wires through.
Nice.
And that was like a cheat, you know. It's just the guy went out of business. I was coming in really hard at the moment.
Yeah.
I was recording everybody,
Yep.
spending 12 hours a day in the studio,
Yep.
and it was just me. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it was always, even at that location, I was only there for about a year and a half, and
Yep.
I made a big stamp, big mark on there. After that, I moved to another spot. It was a little bit of time, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, I guess why people really resonated with de l'Église was that was the first location where I planted my foot for 5 years,
Yeah.
from 2015 to 2020.
Yeah. So then what prompted the move over to the east side?
Upgrade, you know, the new spot that I'm at now, it's an old bank.
Mhm.
Uh,
The vaults and shit.
the
I remember.
vaults,
Yeah.
It's there's concrete floors, walls. That place on Verdun, as great as it was,
Yeah.
it was like 4 buildings meshed together.
Wasn't it like a boxing gym or some
It
shit?
was
like
a
at one point?
boxing
Yeah,
gym.
yeah.
It was like a couch store before that. They did, when I came in, they had like a sweatshop in the basement,
shit.
leather factory. Like, yo, that
Hey.
place was like all sorts of things, you know. So, having a nice big reset, you know, now knowing like everything I knew, learning in that 5 years
Yeah.
from being a landlord, renting out multiple rooms to upcoming companies. There's tons of companies that started in there that
true.
did their first office space. And we would always build the community. I'd help people come up all the time from Miro, Low Class,
Yeah.
Pure Luck,
Yep.
THC Network. We had tons of producers in and out of there too. J Century, Mbaya,
Yep.
list goes on. You know, we had amazing people in that building. And now where we're able to just take it over to the next building, I partnered up with Kyle from Honorable Records
Yep.
in the building aspect of it. And I was just like, okay, let's go. You know, who else? Because in 2020, like when I was thinking about the move, I was like, who else in this building right now is really on like that
On the
strong mindset? And
Right.
it was Kyle. So I was like, okay, like let's do it. And
Let's go.
he's exactly like me. It's like we're not making these big meetings, making business plans and making aspects.
I call them cocaine plans, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like you got your whole life planned out, and
You
then
know?
you wake up and forget about the shit the next day.
No, we don't. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We're both not really. I mean, we definitely do and execute everything very specifically and on point. But when it comes down to just making moves, we both understand like sometimes planning and thinking and worrying, these are things that are going to stop you from moving. So this was a big aspect where I was like, okay, let's go. We got the building, and then we decided how we were going to build it, you know? And then we started building walls, and then our plans changed, and then we went, but because we're very like-minded, we found an amazing middle ground where we both have our spaces, the photo studio. We actually just rebuilt the radio room as well.
Oh, really?
So we're doing a different concept.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
not going to be Makeway Radio this time, but we are renting out to upcoming
Got you.
podcasts and
Got
people
you.
that want to start their own shows.
Smart.
Cool. Very good.
Yeah.
Nope.
So that was where all that came from for the move. And now I'm so happy in the spot that I'm in, surrounded by great people.
It's super nice, bro. I only been once, but it was fire.
Yeah.
I came for that event, the album release,
For
EP,
Cross.
Yeah, for Cross. Very nice space. I actually used to work in that same building, like right next to it. Used to be a coffee shop.
Okay.
It used to be called what the hell? I forgot what it was called, but it was like 15 years ago. I used to work. I used to hash out of that place,
Oh my gosh.
right next door.
course
So
you
when I
did.
went there, I'm like, I know this place. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's great. I'm really happy where the company is now. Through COVID and stuff, you know, growing it was like, I feel like that was the only time where I was just thinking like, damn, like, do I keep building up this crazy studio?
Yeah.
Do I add
that's
those
true, right?
extra lights? Do I add the new chandelier? I'm like, are people even going to be able to see this? I'm like, what am I building all this for, you know?
But I feel like you must have did a lot of like remote mixing throughout the pandemic, right? Like people just kind of sending you sessions and
No.
no.
He ain't scared.
We've
He ain't
been
scared of that
rocking.
shit.
We've
Say
been
less,
rocking, you
say
know.
less.
I didn't have a lack of business. I mean, obviously, like when the first announcements were made, you know, like nobody left their house. But I don't know. I feel like the studio is something that people started opening up their minds to again when they found they couldn't spend their money on clubs. They couldn't spend money on going out.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden
It's an event now.
that hustle came back into people were like, damn, I have all this extra cash. So a lot of people were going into their hobbies or into their dreams, you know, and
Jewelry.
that's where I go into.
True. That's that piece of
sure.
money.
I love
Motherfuckers
this
been
guy.
buying.
For sure, but
know?
even with the jewelry, you know, people like gold because it is a sense of security.
Yep.
Any day of the week,
Facts.
you know, I could take all of the gold that's around us right now and get it cashed out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So like that's like this, you know,
And you might not even lose money.
True. Yep. And there's not too many things that will just always sell. You know,
That's
so
gold is one of those things for sure.
The Egyptian pharaoh has been rocking that shit. Everybody
Long
throughout
run, you're gonna
time.
make money.
Gold,
Exactly.
gold, you know?
Keep your pieces, you know.
Yeah.
You buy
Yeah,
good
it
quality,
appreciates
you
it
don't
appreciates
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Don't bust them down.
Oh, we're
Keep
gonna
them
get
pure
we're gonna
gold.
get into the jewelry. I'm
break.
frothing
We
at the
could do
bit.
bust down. I like both. I don't discriminate, you know.
Yeah, and you know, just it's learning. Learning's really been a big part of my come up, and just really to get onto new grinds and to new hustles. I feel like that's what always really helped me keep my mind active, you know, and it always leads me to the next thing. So everything from learning about music, you know, engineering, then getting into photography. Now I could also do the photo shoots, and I could do my own content. I could do my own little slow-mo clips. And then it gets into like graphic design. And then it got into, okay, well, graphic designing in 3D. And then I got into 3D printing. And then like at some point, you know, I took a little break and I was VR gaming. And then I stopped gaming because I started doing jewelry stuff. And then I was like, but I still have this VR.
Okay.
I'm like, what else could this VR do? Now that I'm doing 3D designs, now I'm learning all these 3D designs could actually be implemented into a 3D world in your VR. And then
Bud's is
a
about to be
couple
a real
months
estate
ago-
agent, bro. Watch.
And then a couple months ago, all this metaverse stuff starts talking about.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
I still have my VR
Yep,
here.
me too.
So now I start getting into Unreal Engine, which
Yeah,
is
that's
the,
just
crazy.
the
great.
program
Yo, the
to-
number 5 looks insane.
Yeah, so this is the program to build maps to actually bring everything together.
Yeah.
I only
So-
play RuneScape. Seriously.
Wow.
That's my favorite game. And like Oregon Trails, but yo.
Oregon, he said
Oh,
Oregon
man.
Trail,
You guys
dog.
just
fucking-
You're
said-
hilarious.
They PC'd the shit
I
out of that
understand.
game.
Yeah.
I'm not against that. I'm just saying, you know.
I use oregano when I cook. Like
Oregano.
Oregano.
I don't know what he said.
So are you jumping into the metaverse shit?
So now that I had this VR on the side,
Right.
I was like, okay, well, how can I incorporate all these things together? So now not only was I designing, so when it comes down to like a ring like this,
Yeah.
I would design it on the computer, print it out into a black resin.
Mhm.
So I'll show you just an example of this here.
He came prepared, ladies and gentlemen, by the way.
So that's your camera right there. Show it
I
to
wouldn't
them.
expect anything less.
So something like this. This is a chess piece with a little emoji on it. So this is a black castable resin. Casting is the process from going from a wax into gold.
Right.
So I'll start with a wax ring like this, bring it into gold, getting casted, turn to gold, get it polished, make it all nice. But now I still have the file,
Okay.
the 3D file of this ring on my computer.
Digital jewelry, bro.
So
Why not?
I'm thinking, let me actually create a virtual store.
Bro.
Where not only
Create
now
a-
are people walking in the metaverse,
create
they're
a-
actually going to be able to
That's
walk
sick.
into
He's a
my
sicko,
jewelry
you know?
store.
And there has to be
But
a
bro,
virtual studio.
I
Makeway
swear,
Studio.
yo, no, listen. I
metaverse.
swear to God, I thought
Freaky
about this.
Steve's the hype
I
man.
thought about this not long ago, because Dame Dash was on an IG live just talking about digital real estate and talking about how important your avatar is gonna be like in the metaverse, right? And the first thing I thought about was like, I want my avatar to be iced the fuck out. So if
Sure.
if
So
somebody
you're-
was to open a virtual fucking jewelry store, that's money, bro.
Well, now imagine, let's take it one step deeper. So what else is 3D objects and images and renders? NFTs.
Yeah.
So now not only are
Yeah.
you wearing that jewelry, but your jewelry is a wearable NFT.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So
So many things like.
And
the
then it
list
comes-
is-
for sure. And then it comes back to making yourself the poster for your product.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why people like advertising their NFTs. They like advertising their art. And lately, I've been seeing this jewelry thing as one of the craziest art forms because
Facts.
it's something that I could make on the computer and bring it to life.
That is crazy.
And that's just it's the only thing I've ever had that experience was music.
Music, yeah.
You know, and now actually having something, but you can't really hold music, you know. And music doesn't really, I mean, yeah. It's nice, it's cool, and it comes out so accurate. No matter the high details, no matter how small these pieces are, it's the accuracy, the technology that's there now. It's unbelievable.
Every day you learn something new. Every day, people in the business, 30 years. Oh shit.
They're seeing things that we're bringing in, that I'm bringing in. They're like, how
Vice
long?
versa.
So, but is there like a resistance towards like the new technology? Because like in other fields, say music, for example, you got the older heads who are like, well, pitch correction. Oh, you guys put pitch correction on. You have to be a real singer. Does that translate into like the jewelry world where it's like everything should be hand done and you guys are using 3D printers and
No, you know what it is? They don't do it, but for a different reason. It's just because they're ignorant to it. They're like,
Can't teach an old
they're
dog new tricks,
they're
man.
kind of like, oh,
The fuck is
you're
this?
you're doing 3D. You're doing it. Oh, you're using this program. Oh, they're like, oh damn. Like we still do it by hand around here. So it's like, yeah, we get more of like the vibe where it's like they see us. And we're coming around there, we're doing our thing, and like it's funny because in the music game, like everyone knows, and there nobody knows who I am. They're just seeing
Yeah.
what I'm doing, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just like, how?
They're
What?
threatened by the competition now. I'm telling you.
But I mean, everyone's
He's made some waves though. He's being humble, but he's made waves. People
for
know.
sure.
I mean, you look like a jeweler, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
He,
on,
he
son.
looks like he's in that movie with Ben
Look at
Stiller.
that fucking jacket. I've been
which
looking
one?
at that jacket since
Adam
before.
Sandler.
Adam
I
Sandler
want to like
movie.
sleep in it.
Uncut Gems. Yeah, you look like
That
Adam
movie for
Sandler.
real.
I
Because of that movie, Opals.
Oh yeah,
Price.
that's
Wow,
crazy.
sick.
Good.
Yeah,
I
for
sell-
sure.
I sell a lot of opals.
Nice.
That's crazy, bro.
for
Good,
sure.
I'm happy for that.
And like just
Shout out Adam Sandler.
Shout out
He's
Adam
part of the
Sandler.
tribe. Good man.
Shout
He's
out
part of the
Freaky
tribe.
Steve, okay? Like, fuck.
That's
Funky,
crazy.
Funky Steve, Adam Sandler.
no, it's been really cool with doing all the jewelry stuff and having more meaning to it than just buying a chain at a store,
Right.
or buying some
Yeah.
little bangles there, and it's custom. It's
Yeah, you're
it's-
customizing your jewelry.
Look, I sell a lot of catalog jewelry too, but custom jewelry is really what you want to do.
Yeah.
For yourself. As in just my opinion, why would you carry yourself in a certain way? Not to say there's anything wrong with it. You know, I used to not wear any jewelry. Now I wear jewelry because I sell it.
Yeah.
So why not?
Mhm.
And I get it for a good price, etc. You know.
There you go.
But just being somebody of taste, who I am, you know, when I see somebody, oh, they want to cut corners, this and that, to me, it screams laziness. And I see other aspects of their life, and it's the same thing.
Mm.
And it sounds stupid, but in many situations, I've sold pieces to people, and they come back to me like, yo, that ring you did for my wife changed my life, dog.
Uh-huh.
Seriously, yo, that Rolex, I got the job interview, dog. Yo, this, that, facts.
True. That's how you present yourself, you know?
Facts.
Yeah.
You walk in the building, iced out,
Yeah.
people
It's a
respect you.
statement for sure.
Mhm.
Other jewelers, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's how it is, you know? And it's
Definitely.
sad. It's sad that's how it is, but
It is how it
that's
is. though.
life, man.
It is. It's
What can you
it's
say?
a status symbol, bro. That's what it is.
What can you say, man?
Sometimes we go in the building, you know, and he's rocking the Chaib, you're rocking a Magenta Vid,
Yeah.
you know, and you get the looks, you know, from the
sure.
Jewish jewelers. They're like,
For sure. They're like, okay, I see you, young man. I see you, young man.
yeah.
I see you, young man.
They're in the elevator. Give you that little double
you
look,
talk.
you know? Like, oh, okay.
But how about you, T? I'm pretty sure some people, they have that misconception that they see you, the guy looking like Big Lebowski over here. You know what I mean?
Yo, I used to rock like a fade and like nice shit. It's just since the pandemic, you know?
Yeah,
I've
fuck
been on
it,
my
right?
fucking Hagrid
Fuck
shit.
that.
Listen, if I had if I had the jewelry on, I wouldn't even shave my head.
Yo.
Fuck it, we outside with it.
You know? Look, there's so many different things you can do in life. Right now, going to a barber, I don't even have time, man.
Yeah.
I sell jewelry fucking left, right, and center. Seriously.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. When I see people that do even more production than me, I'm like, how the fuck do these guys do it? Some 80-year-old dude, you know?
Yeah.
Seriously.
We're down in the Diamond District
Every day.
of the week, you know?
Yo, I stay there sometimes till 8 p.m., man.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know,
Yo, you got to
I'll
get these
always-
pieces done.
I'll always start off my mornings now. I'm going down to the Diamond District. I get the jobs I need to get done for my clients. Then I head out the studio and I do all that work, and then whatever else.
So
is
I
in the
imagine
mix
like
of it all.
you probably get like a lot of the polishing and stuff like that done in the Diamond District, or do you do that in house?
Yeah, well, the casting, polishing,
Okay.
gem setting.
So is there any like plans to bring that in house at some point, or?
So yeah,
I mean, I imagine
that
it's a
would-
lot of infrastructure.
It's very crazy to do.
Yeah.
You know, people said, you know, well, you got the vaults at the studio, you know, but I want to separate these 2 Having an actual jewelry store is definitely in the works.
I put
Definitely,
bars all around that motherfucker and
Fire,
everything.
bro.
yeah.
Give me a job.
Having a background in in construction security and stuff like that, because you know we've always had to really secure the studio.
For sure.
I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be a very beautiful spot, looking.
I imagine.
sleek, as we've always made Makeway.
That's why
but
I
it-
taught this guy about the jewelry shit, because, you know, a lot of people, sorry to interrupt, but a lot of it's important, you know? A lot of people want to do jewelry. And they
people,
flake.
yeah, they ask him, they ask me, yo, can we get
Yeah.
into the game?
And
Da,
it's
da,
funny,
da.
you know how
And he's
before-
a lot more open to that kind of stuff than I am, but they still flake out on him.
crazy, man. Yo, I went to jewelry school for 2 years, okay? It cost me like $1,200. I'm going to be a millionaire. Guaranteed.
Mm.
Come on now.
I think I'm gonna get into the jewelry business too.
It's difficult. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I
You
have
to
no
be a
idea.
Shark, man.
I know
These
nothing
people will
about it.
rip you apart. Seriously.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah, for
they
sure.
will put you in so
For
much
sure.
debt, you have to dip. Seriously, it's
And you
happened
hear-
to
you
many
hear-
people that I know.
Right? He's passionate.
Of course.
Yeah.
'Cause it's true.
not
This
only
is
do
life,
I-
I
though.
know.
Yeah, they're gonna sabotage
100%.
the. They're gonna.
But I mean,
I
hey,
love
this
selling.
is just as true in the music industry.
know
Yeah,
what I'm
big
saying?
time.
Just
big time.
repeat everything. You know, they're
Big time.
sharks. They're gonna
Big
tear
time.
you up,
Big
and if
time.
you don't know what you're talking about,
time.
you
Done.
get taken advantage of.
Yep.
This is
That's what it
almost.
is.
It's
you
happened
know,
to countless artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Countless.
Because look, not everybody is making money. Some people are hurting.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. They see an opportunity, they grab it. I've been in the situation. I'm sure everybody has.
Mhm.
I don't judge.
Yeah.
But as somebody who used to be a client of jewelry, spending my hard-earned money on this shit, and then coming to find out, oh, you get, you know how it is with jewelry, guys. A better price here. There,
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
that.
of course.
Now,
They
that's
pull
just
out the
business.
calculator
I
and
can't
shit
be
like
mad.
that.
No,
The
I
fuck out of here with your calculator,
I can't be
cocksucker.
mad. It's my own fault. I'm not mad.
Mhm.
But
Knowledge.
now that I know,
Yeah, exactly,
come on.
exactly.
It's
Look,
why knowledge
Plus,
is.
I actually love jewelry. Like in the school,
Yeah, me
I
too.
love just making. it.
Yeah.
Here, let me do something here.
You know?
He's got the gem.
Get the gem already.
It's
Okay.
a lot cheaper to have knowledge
You know what I'm
You
saying?
will save a lot of money learning things.
Yo,
Mm-mm.
I've been so.
He rehearsed that. He
Keep
rehearsed
the
that.
gem there because you're gonna need it
No,
again.
that
I feel
was- that
like
was a spot
I feel
on.
like
swear to God,
spontaneous and
out of
shit.
out of all of my experiences.
I've been very lucky in the jewelry business to not take a lot of L's. But
Yeah.
it's like riding a motorcycle. It's not if you're gonna crash.
It's when.
It's not if you're gonna fuck up. It's when is it gonna fuck up.
Yeah.
I can give you many examples. I don't want to change the mood. Let's keep it
I
positive.
have a question.
I like this
Already
motherfucker.
feeling
I like
I'm
you
getting
too.
Scared and shit.
I have a question.
You seen the movie Uncut Gems?
No.
The guy gets killed at the end.
Oh.
No.
When,
No.
when I used to buy
Spoiler alert.
when I was buying my first pieces of jewelry.
That's fucking funny, man.
Let's say you go to St. Hubert or something. You know they have all the
course.
jewelry shops on
I
the
live
same
around the
street,
area.
right?
I love that place.
Yeah.
You know, yo, shout out Esmeralda.
That's where I buy my
Good
shit.
dudes.
Esmeralda. Steve.
Good dudes. One
Steve
of my first
and-
fucking Magen Davids from these guys.
Esmeralda. That's where I go.
Yeah, man. Shout out St. Hubert. That area.
I was under the impression that I don't know if this is true. Maybe you guys can give us a little info on that. Let's say you go to one shop and you tell the guy, "Okay, how much for this piece?" And he's like, gives you the number, and then you go to a next shop that has the exact same piece. Are these guys all in cahoots to give you the same fucking price?
No,
Depends.
they're definitely not. There's a respect
There's a
between
10% yes. I'm gonna say 10% yes, 90% no.
Okay.
there's a respect between jewelers, you know, where like they don't want to talk bad on another jeweler. You don't want to talk bad on another person's name or work or
Okay.
experience. But I mean, at the end of the day, they all kind of do low key.
You know,
So like you
we're
hear,
all humans.
Yeah.
you know, everyone talks, everyone gossips, so you hear everything.
Yeah.
But there's that respect that they try not to, and this and that. But then there's also just getting the job. You know, there's not like a universal price that gold has to be sold at, but
Exactly.
it's always marked up to a point where the next guy could just be like, oh well, I'll just do it $1 cheaper per gram.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Okay.
You
It's
know,
really about
exactly.
overhead.
and now I have the sale. You know,
true.
That's what it comes down to. Is
so I
it's
mean,
overhead.
if you want to hit me up for jewelry, hit me up second.
Seriously,
Yeah.
it's about overhead. you
Okay.
know?
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
have zero. I have zero overhead. All the money is mine. Okay.
you're not trying to be too greedy about it. Okay,
Why?
I'm not even not greedy at all. You
I
know what I
don't
mean?
even care,
It's
man.
it.
It's
Just-
free
just-
money.
He has no location.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
free.
employees to pay and things like this.
It's a joke. Seriously, like when I see, I hate to talk bad, but I've seen some terrible things.
Yeah.
Heard terrible things. I'm like, why? Without your customers, you're nothing. Zero.
I mean, when you see a big thing is you see a lot of people when they buy, oh, I just bought a new Cuban, and you see the links, and these are links from like
Yo, this
2000s,
fucking
you know, like these,
Grandpappy's Cuban,
Yeah.
dog.
and I'm like,
Seriously.
damn, like you know these
It's
these
fucking
jewelers
joke.
aren't, you know, not only do they want the sale at probably a higher price, but they're not educating. On
But
the
I think a lot of
styles
people
and
who
the different
buy
things like
jewelry
that.
also aren't educated in it
No,
either
of
because
course,
it's
before-
like someone
before I
will go buy
started-
a 10 carat fucking hollow Cuban and think they're flossing, and it's like, bro, that
But
shit ain't even
actually,
worth the weight that it's on your neck. Like,
They're making the right decision by doing that.
Really?
In my opinion, of course.
why?
It looks just as good as
It
the
does,
regular one.
yeah.
So what's the difference?
It's just the weight.
Yeah. Look, jewelry is a luxury now. Yes, if your chain lasts 30 years, you'll make money. 30 years for a chain to last. Yo,
Yeah.
it's a long time, man. I haven't even been alive 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, you will make money, but seriously, there is that aspect of luxury that a lot of people tend to forget that I really have to remind people. Being honest is one thing, but look, you want to fucking sit here and make this piece? Try. Seriously.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yo,
a
you're
hard
gonna
game.
fucking kill yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, leave it to the professionals. I try to give you the best price possible. Like I said, I was the client. I knew how it was, man. Sucks. But yo, come on. You got to give a little respect where respect is due. Went to school for 2 years. R&D, this and that, dealing with all these fucking guys in the building, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. Yeah, I'm Jewish, but it only goes so far, you know? Seriously.
How far does that
That's
take
the
you?
clip
know?
of the episode right there, bro.
Dog. Moses, he was in there for 40 years, but another year, oh, you
Oh,
know?
So you guys go down to the diamond district.
Oh,
Every
fuck.
day we're in there.
What percentage is the tribe there? 90%.
I don't know. In this day and age, it's mostly a mix of like Lebanese,
Yeah.
A lot of Armenian.
Armenian,
Armenians.
and like I want to say like probably half Ashkenazi and Sephardic Jews. You know, you have a lot of Hasids, but they're Lubavitch, so they're not crazily Orthodox. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, the beautiful thing about jewelry is that nobody cares about color or creed or whatever you're from, this and that.
Same-
It's all about fucking money,
yeah.
Yeah.
and that's the beauty of money. That's why I love it so much. You know. It makes friends out of everybody, enemies too. But whatever, you're gonna hate the guy anyways. You know, if you're a racist, you're gonna hate him anyways. Well, might as well be friends with the guy. You know.
Oh my god.
No, but seriously, no, I try to put a positive spin on
He
everything.
needs a reality show, this guy,
I
man.
try to put a positive spin on everything.
True. Like if Hitler walks through the door and he wants a piece of jewelry, you're gonna put a positive spin
Yo,
on it, and we're
it's
gonna sell him a-
gonna cost him.
I would pretty much,
But,
you know,
yeah,
I would
I'll
say
do
I
it.
would
Fuck
do
it, dog.
custom anything, but the day someone comes to me with a custom sauce,
Him, he's against
Yeah, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
him. That's too much.
That's why I
Me,
couldn't.
you
I
know?
couldn't even imagine bringing that to the people I work with, being like, "Yo, I need this poly." Yeah,
I'll tell you
right.
a quick funny story.
Imagine.
What I would actually do is
The day.
what somebody told me to do is if somebody fucks you over with
Mm.
a piece or takes too long to pay you this and that, laser engraved
Oh.
in small on the back of the piece, fuck you.
Nice.
Dead ass.
Piece
so
of
if
shit.
they see it says fuck you. There you go. No, but
Oh,
seriously.
man.
Like I said, respect. You know?
But as of now, I
I'm
like
scared again.
I like to laser Aurum and Crystallini
Yeah.
in the back of all my pieces.
I got Funklow on the back of all my shit.
But like we were just talking about before, knowledge on these things.
Right.
You know, these jewelers, they're not educating their clients about what's new now, what is the trend now. You know, there are new types of Cuban links.
Right.
yeah.
You know, like I know you those really flat ones.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't like those.
there's
Monaco
these
style.
there's those are like
So
the
many
older
ways.
styles
Yeah.
and stuff, and like they're a little bit thicker now, and they have like
Yeah.
the you know they're
Yeah.
nice.
Oh,
You know, so
yeah.
there's new styles and stuff. So it's like I hate seeing that kind of stuff, especially in the rap game.
Mhm.
You know, in the Montreal rap game.
That's the
You
thing
know?
I will say. If you're fake flexing,
Let's
look,
talk
I don't
about
judge,
it.
But it sucks.
Let's talk about
boy.
let's talk about the
boy.
Mossanites, bro.
It's about how you carry yourself. It really matters in today's age. It
Yeah.
really
He wants
does.
to hear about the moissanite.
I want to hear about the
Moissanite. I don't know
Moissanites,
about
brother.
that stuff.
They passed the diamond test
I don't
apparently.
deal with
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
hearing.
Moissanite.
I don't even want to sell my clients lab diamonds.
No.
I only sell fine jewelry. Period.
Natural
Client
stones.
insists-
So, but lab
Uh,
diamonds are not considered fine, I guess, because they're
no,
not.
it's not from the earth. you
Okay.
know?
Yeah, it's not natural.
I want a
Synthetic.
mind. I want some fucking sickly individual to have minded with his hands. You know.
Gotcha.
Seriously.
Want some blood diamonds in this bitch.
As fucked as it
That's a
sounds,
little
you know.
far, but no.
But like
But you
on,
know what I mean?
on my
I
ring
want it to
here,
be-
like I'm rocking flawless diamonds
Come on now.
my ring. We don't like doing these low grade
clarity
things
shit.
because at the end of the day, it's a brand.
It represents you guys
Right.
in a
And
bad way.
also,
What happened? What happened when Ace Hood's watch fell off?
you know,
On the
fucking
red
the shit
carpet.
falls off.
That's
Imagine.
your brand. You know, and Ace Hood, he's still till to this day, regardless of what watch he was, one of my favorite artists. You know, we've even booked him for the 5-year anniversary of Makeway.
You know.
Amazing,
be-
but
they'll never let
everyone
that
will
go.
always remember that.
I got to
And
interview
that's-
him. Thanks, buds.
Fire.
You know, so these kind of things, like it's crazy, you know. So you need to have things real. You have to have it. I mean, at the end of the day, also, if you talk and if you have a good jeweler, these kind of things aren't that crazy expensive.
Right.
You know, like
Seriously.
if you really just like focus a little budget on these kind of things, like they're not as crazy as you think. Which a lot of the times you look, you're like, oh, it's a $20,000 piece. Like, nah, you know, a lot of them will, they'll when they talk about it,
Seriously,
you know.
though, you know, I gotta be honest.
So it's just having the right education on these things. But yeah, there's definitely
Education is key. Is very key.
there's moissanite. Now that I'm into jewelry, I get these ads of moissanite this
Yeah.
and moissanite that, and they show the diamond tester, and I'm like, oh,
Moissanite is
man.
just a different kind of rock. You know,
Yeah.
You bring it to a jeweler
it.
though,
it's not
and they will
actually a fake.
Spit in your face.
they're gonna tell you it's moissanite.
No, but they're not gonna spit in your face. But what are you gonna sell it for? That's the thing. I try to tell people: do you want something that you're proud of, or do you want something that you're just gonna wear? And then
And
what? it's gonna
fake
fit on your
flares,
table?
like,
Yeah, it's like going to Swarovski and getting those crystal
Oh man,
pendants and
I've
everything.
seen this thing on IG. This
The
new
Pandora
style.
bracelets.
They're doing
I'm
these
sure you
super
know those.
light Cubans.
She's
now.
got some. for
And the
sure.
loft
Yeah.
is
Someone told me one, I never-
Swarovski baguettes, and it's nice. It's 10 karat gold. It's very light, great for somebody who wants to save money. Swarovski baguettes, this and that, but it's like what? Is
It's
that for your
glass.
fucking 16-year-old daughter or
Yeah.
something? No,
Wearing-
seriously.
Wearing glass on your
That's
wrist.
what I'll sell to your 16-year-old daughter. Please. She would look amazing. She'll go to school. Oh, she'll be the hottest broad there.
Yeah.
But yo, come on, man. You're fucking 30 years old or whatever, this and that.
But there's the culture of fake flexing is real as fuck, bro.
It is.
It's real. There's a whole market for
is.
the lab made.
Yo, I
Even
remember-
the plated gold is still huge, bro.
Dead ass, man. I remember the first time somebody checked me, I had a LV bag. I didn't even know it was fake. I just ordered it on fucking line. I was like, oh shit, it's $10. Say
Yeah.
word, you know? I'm like, I don't know.
You knew it was fake 10 bucks.
Come
I don't
on.
know, 14 or some shit, you know?
Yeah.
On
Okay.
whatever those old bootleg Japanese sites, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, beg my moms, bro, for
Alibaba.
blah, blah. Yo, I'll pay you back, you know, this and that. It's like the fucking shipping's more than the bag.
Exactly. Exactly.
If it gets there, it's like a bill. You're like,
He's got the Larry Vuitton and shit.
We're rocking that shit, yo. And it's funny because back then I would do tags on it. And now it's funny that now LV and all these companies are doing the graph shit.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. People been doing that shit, you know? And I had the tags on it. And I remember a guy by Peel, of all places, near where all the fake shit was like, bro, that's not real. And I believed him. Because he's like, yeah, look, that's fake. Check this. And he stood with me for 20 minutes. Some random guy I didn't even know. Now that in hindsight, it's kind of weird that I'm a kid and shit, but still. He schooled me. Straight up. The guy schooled me. Yeah, it's fucked up. But the guy schooled me for 20 minutes. This, that, the stitching, the pattern.
Oh, this guy had nothing to do. Or what?
And since then, I was like, it's not about, if you can't afford the real one, just don't buy it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares?
Take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yo,
like people like trying to rush life, trying to rush luxury.
Me, I've been rocking Ralph Lauren
rush
head to toe for fucking a decade plus now, you know? I didn't buy that shit when I was a kid. I had to fucking steal it. Seriously. Fucking fighting loss prevention, dickhead managers, blah, 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 this and that. Yo, you put your blood, sweat, and tears into things, it materializes.
Yeah.
So the same thing, jewelry, clothing, not fake flexing, being an actual individual, a person. Treat everybody how you would want them to treat you.
Yeah.
For sure. And my
Seriously.
first chain, and I didn't even realize it when I was like young. I think I was like 17. My first chain was this like big Versace chain.
From the Versace store.
From the Versace. And I went to Florida.
I wore it in New York.
From
bro.
the Versace.
No,
it's not real gold,
but it's
though.
just because
No.
I went to
Self-plated.
Florida. I went to
Self-plated
Florida. I
pieces.
went to Ball Harbor, and there was a Versace outlet. So I was like, okay, let me check it out. You know, it was
Yeah.
Versace just came out the track and shit. You know, so it was hot. So I went in, and there's a mannequin rocking that fucking pendant.
That shit was but that chain is heavy as fuck. I do remember that.
Yo, it was hard. Made in Italy. It
Yeah,
had
yeah.
all the things. I was like, okay.
It's probably a well-made piece. Look, the
And then
material doesn't have to
after
do with the-
I was
made.
like, yo, what? I started doing my research. I was like, okay, it's designer jewelry.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's not
Costume.
gold, but it is from the designer brand. It was
the
made by
Versace stamp,
Versace. But
exactly.
like after I found out, I was like, I don't even want to rock this no more. You know, like this, and that's when it stopped. You know, I had a couple of videos, and I was like,
It's like he's like, Tech, you want to wear this shit? I was like, give me that shit, bro.
it just lost its value to me, you know, and that's why like
Not
I
just
would
to
always
you.
think, why would you want to wear something fake? Why would you want to wear
general,
moissanite or
No,
lab
that
diamonds?
shit buzzed me
Worth
out.
$0.
When I go on the Versace store and I see these pieces that,
Yeah.
okay, it's all plated.
Yo, for the same price, I could make you the thing in 10 karat gold.
So
for real.
Versace jewelry that you'll see
You
at
know?
stores,
Yeah, it's
or-
not from Versace.
It's not from Versace. It'll be
jewelers.
real gold. So
Yeah.
usually when you see, there are some, but
You have
typically
to order it directly from the company.
when
itself.
you see gold with the Versace, has nothing to do with Versace.
no,
you
it's-
know, they
yeah.
just got the mold.
Yeah.
That's it.
And actually, what is the Versace thing? You know, it's really just
a
a
Medusa
Greek
head.
symbol and Medusa. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
That's
It's
right.
not.
That's what it is.
That's why they get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it was actually Versace, yo, you couldn't sell that. They'd fucking shut it down. No,
True.
it's from Greek mythology,
Exactly.
etc.
Exactly.
Fucking can't copyright.
Can't copyright the olive tree and shit. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking stories that are thousands of years
Exactly.
old. You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how people cut corners. Comes back again to, oh shit, if they can do that, imagine how many other corners these people are cutting. You know,
Definitely.
where I don't want to cut corners. Fuck it. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Just learn and don't make it again.
For sure. And before I started doing this jewelry thing, like 6-8 months ago, like I couldn't even tell you, I didn't understand anything about jewelry,
Right.
about
Zero.
like carats and like the lingo behind it.
Nothing.
So I was like, what do you mean there's carats in this, but there's also carats in diamonds?
Yeah, it's different.
But
Yeah.
it's C
One's
C
with a
for the
C, one,
diamond.
other's with a K,
And I'm
you
like,
know?
but what the hell? What is that? One's for quality, one's for
One's for
weight.
weight.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they have the 4 C's,
Flash,
etc. This
you
and
know,
that.
and then how it's great. So I had to learn a lot getting into the game, the terminology and things like that. But as I was learning that, I was also doing all this 3D things, and I was busting out pieces, and it's just amazing because I could take logos now that I've done for my clients in the past, and I could show that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll show them first before I even print it out.
Yeah.
I'll show them a render of it, like
Yeah.
a 3D.
You know?
A 3D,
Sick,
I guess,
yeah.
Like an hour and a
representation,
half,
and you'll
2
see what it
hours.
looks like. Gold made,
Right.
your logo.
That's crazy, bro.
I pop
we
it
need,
out.
We need hustle chains, B.
100%. Like
less.
that exact logo on the wall.
Seriously.
Take that back.
I need a hustle cup. I need to customize a hustle cup. That's what we gotta do.
Yes, sir.
Gotta make some crazy fucking gold cup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or a
Definitely.
piece that like a gold logo that attaches
So I can just
on
hang it from
Need
here
like a
and I can
chalice.
sip like
I
that.
want
My boy Cup.
I
My
want
boy Cup from
Ghostface
downtown.
Killer's
He has one.
I need
golden
a
eagle.
crown.
That's what I want, bro. Just
Yeah,
the, you know what I'm
sick,
saying?
bro.
Need a
Yeah,
crown.
We're gonna get into that.
Crown
Don't worry.
is sick too. Look, I provide everything. Like I said, I do
So
all
I mean, I guess
custom.
what we're
all-
talking
Yeah, let's
about-
bust it
I
out,
guess what we're
goddammit.
talking about.
Kind of
custom
bust out
stuff.
the.
Now, this is a first for the Hustle Podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's move that jet.
This might be a first for podcasts, period.
got gold.
He brought a suitcase full of jewelry.
That's the best. The best is right here
Show
for
it
this
up
one.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
Right here. All right. So what we got here?
You got some good shit.
So good. Let's pop this up here. So what I like to do with this is that a little lower. We're just gonna sit down.
He got excited,
Right,
ladies and
I
gentlemen.
got excited. I wanted to
I'm
stand up.
excited too.
I'll be honest.
I
you
like to
know,
bring this into sessions.
Like I said,
Yeah,
it's
go for
about how you carry yourself.
100%.
As a salesperson, you have to stand up and command the room to sell the product.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Don't
you
give
know?
us the tips. Like, don't.
Why not? Like I said before, you know.
She doesn't
the
like your
only reason I taught him about this is because he wanted
for
to
you
learn.
guys.
You hear that loud baritone voice? That's how you command the motherfucking
I'm
room.
just
Scared
kidding.
not, because what you're saying is valid.
Yeah.
But I know I'm gonna do well. So why? Why not share the wealth?
Mhm.
For sure.
Seriously.
That's fair.
Everybody eats, I eat. Period.
Exactly.
And it's not just for y'all. You know, it's for everybody watching.
Exactly.
Everybody wants it.
Exactly.
I want everyone to buy jewelry. I want it because when I buy my first pieces when I was younger, and it was the greatest feeling of all time.
It is
I
the
want
greatest
to have
feeling.
that feeling. Everyone.
It is the
Facts.
greatest feeling.
There you go.
Yeah. So without further ado,
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
Take it
go.
away.
God damn
so this is actually a jewelry box that I got when I first got into the game, and I realized, well, where am I going to get my clientele from? What makes me stand out from the rest of the people? Well, I have a music studio.
You have it built in.
Yes, I have a great music studio, and so being able to bring the product to the studio and showing the clients different chains, different bracelets, and different things that I've done has really helped the business grow.
I could imagine.
And it's helped just actually build that personal connection to a jeweler, which a lot of artists or just regular people haven't ever had, including myself.
Right.
Growing up and stuff, I've never had a connection to a jeweler. I've always felt really awkward going into jewelry
I feel like you
stores.
probably had an uncle or some shit though. No.
No,
All
no,
right,
we
so
weren't,
it's a
you
little
know.
racist. I'm sorry.
So you know, I never had that. I never had that relationship, and I've always felt so awkward going into these jewelry stores and browsing. You know, you feel like you're being scrutinized
Yeah.
and this and that, and you don't know what you're talking about, so they're gonna get fucked. So I brought in that comfortability with my clients because they already trust me as an engineer and as somebody that helps them brand.
I really call it hustling backwards, you know?
So
Like,
let's,
why would you
let's-
scare
let's
your
check this out.
customers? Why? Why alienate them? Make them feel at home. Make them want to buy your product.
So we have some real cool pieces here. This one was actually when I started learning about the 3D grillz, and I was thinking, well, how can I incorporate this into a pendant? So what I did was this happy face with two chains as arms, and then as the hands are actually moldings of my teeth.
That's crazy.
So I was able to actually hang this. So like when I'm wearing the pendant, I'll be able to hang it out of my, like off the chain like that. I'll be able to hang like that.
That's crazy.
You know, so like you can have it.
And it's funny because people
At the same time.
Why?
Why not?
Why not? Exactly. No, I agree. Why the fuck
Seriously.
not?
Having-
Exactly.
It's to push every day you want to push the boundaries
Yeah.
in whatever you do in life.
And
If
having-
you're a swimmer, swim faster. Runner, run faster. Jewelry, yo,
Yeah.
connect a pendant to your teeth with an emoji.
So having different functions to it, having different things like that, it's cool. You know, sometimes you see like an astronaut little pendant and the backpack opens up. So you know, little things like this to have functionality to the pieces, or the typical and the spinning piece.
Yeah.
We've all seen that. So you know everything. All right, bro, let's. I'm standing up. I don't care. We're gonna pop this here then, so you guys can see too.
Perfect.
There we go.
There you go.
You know, so we have like these different like golden chains and stuff. The Magenta Vids. We do glow in the dark enamel.
Crazy.
So we've designed these Canadian pieces, and when you turn off the lights, they'll actually glow in the dark red.
Sick.
So people have been really experimenting with these and the
We
gold
can play a little
pieces.
with the coloring and this and that anyways.
Same thing with the blue and stuff. You know, we have this actually on a tritone chain.
Oh, that's crazy.
So this is white gold, rose gold, and yellow gold,
That's fire.
and with the blue glow in the dark enamel.
That's crazy, B.
So these kind of things.
And the enamel's even on the chain too.
No enamel on the chain.
I saw some blue tint.
So that's the white gold.
Got you.
Yeah. So
That's
it's
how you know
it's
the difference between white gold and silver.
Mm.
You know, although there's nothing wrong with silver, I wear silver to
Yeah.
this day. I have setups. I'm wearing silver right now.
Yeah, I don't mind silver either,
This
to be
ring's
honest with you.
silver with VVS.
But
diamonds.
exactly, the VVS is who cares if it's silver? You got VVS in that shit.
yeah.
I really like silver because it has a natural oxidization that
Mm.
occurs. So this one I oxidized. This one I put opals in this ring. Then I oxidized it, black rhodium
Yeah.
That's
basically.
it. Yeah.
This will naturally occur to this ring over time. It will
Right.
become black like this.
Right.
the diamonds are gonna shine twice as much.
Here, and I want to show you something here so you could see the difference between what flawless diamonds are going to look like and what SI diamonds are going to look like. So
Got you.
SI being lower grade diamonds.
Let's
so
go.
this one, you can grab this.
With pleasure.
So this is a lower grade diamond.
Yeah.
And it's basically the way the light's gonna dance off it. Is that
Not
what we're
only
looking for?
that, but now look at this. When we take this one and put it
That
next
should
to
look
it.
good on my finger. I ain't gonna hold you.
So now there's two things that we're going to notice. Not only the way that the lights reflect, but how white it is.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, I
See
can
how much
that.
more
Yeah.
white these ones are?
Yeah.
There's more clarity, there's less inclusions.
Yeah.
And this is what makes a diamond flawless. And that's what, then when it goes into VVS, there's less inclusions, there's more
man, I-
clarity.
This shit fire,
So
dog.
sometimes when you see this alone, you're like, damn, that looks nice.
Yeah.
But then you put it next
see
to
the
this,
comparison,
and you're like, oh, never mind.
So what I was
that
about to
sparkle.
say, I think I was actually at the
Things
Cross
like that.
release,
Okay.
and someone was wearing a piece, a nice piece, all bust down, this and that, and I was wearing a bigger version of this,
Okay.
the Monaco style. It's more of a square Cuban,
Yeah.
and mine had BDS goods, calibrated stones, everything, this, and my shit was just fucking.
Dancing, bro.
And this guy's piece, twice the price,
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
you get what you pay for.
Get what you pay for. it.
sure.
And I hope you got what you paid for. I hope the jeweler didn't try to fucking
We got some gold on the
switch
table.
stones on him, etc.
Gold on the table.
Like I said, there's so many. As a customer, even if I tell you the knowledge, you still will never know. That's really the kicker of the industry.
Mhm.
Is I'm in control,
Yeah.
and if I'm a nice enough guy, I'll work with you.
Perfect.
But what the fuck? Why would I be an asshole? Like I said, the customer, you're nothing without the customer. So why?
Yeah, and that's why we're doing well.
That's
You
why
know,
I do
we're
well.
we're
If I
very
do
honest
pieces
with our
every
work.
Single
like
day,
we've
my
always
phone rings.
been.
I need to do pieces.
Same.
Catalog or custom, etc. Him too.
So there was one other cool thing that I started experimenting with. Was getting the diamonds now into regular objects.
Okay.
So if you have something that's not particularly gold or something that you just want to ice out, why shouldn't you be able to put diamonds in it? So I had these vintage frames glasses.
Shout out to vintage.
Plug it.
Shout out. I actually
Great glasses.
ended
Yeah,
up
dude.
putting VVS
Corey does some good shit.
in the VFs.
That's fire.
You're
Um,
also of the tribe,
And yes, sir. Shout out the people. So that's why it was really cool to be able to do things like this now where I could take a regular pair of glasses. We could either replace the stem with real gold or just take the existing.
Yeah, you just show me the stems off here.
Yeah, we actually have a pair that we're working on. So right here we'll just put all the diamonds right in between.
Throw us a ballpark figure. How much would that cost? Let's say.
Glasses like this, the actual glasses from vintage frames, they go for around $250. And then the diamonds are going to go for around $2,500. So, yeah.
and is
That's
with the
why.
stems as well, or you just put the diamonds?
So these ones, the natural stems that came with it, it's I think he only plates them at his store. And then we have, that's why a lot of people, they're going, I wanted to support the local brand.
Right.
That's how I feel. But mostly when people do these things with the diamonds, they'll take a very big designer brand like Cartier.
Yeah.
Versace. Yeah, the Cartiers look crazy, bro.
So we have like these Cartier glasses.
Hey.
And then we
Yeah, I
have
got
the
them
new stems that with the diamond
Okay,
placements.
these were the ones you showed me. Yeah.
So they already have the placements for all the diamonds.
That's
So
crazy.
So they're gonna get completely unscrewed,
Setter
replaced.
Bro, this is
directly
a
into the
business
stainless
just by
steel.
itself.
Set the diamonds. That's
100%.
why it's actually more
100%.
Like, these are only $250 the glasses, right?
Yeah.
It's more expensive for this kind of work than if you bring me $1,000 glasses, put the gold. Obviously, it costs more money.
Yeah.
But the return, the ROI,
Of what you're getting, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's better, in my opinion, to do something original,
Right.
busting down vintage frames,
Right.
than everybody wants the fucking Cartier.
Of course.
I sell a lot of bust down Cartiers. I'd never.
And like
He's the first
yeah.
to do the bust down vintage frames, even before vintage frames.
That's crazy.
And like you were saying with how it's like a business on its own, there are so many little things
Little niche
within
markets.
jewelry,
Right.
within jewelry
Yeah.
that you could be a little niche in.
Yo, man, I did some
So
crazy
I'm just
shit.
learning all these different things, learning on how to do either the custom or the grillz or the this, because each one has its own market. It has its own place to go, and like I just think it's
That's
so
fucking fire.
creative. And like we said, bringing it to life is just like the coolest feeling about
Hell
it.
yeah.
I've done like little statues,
Yeah.
for clients with like diamonds in it, blah blah.
Crazy.
Stuff. Like they're gonna put it on their fucking mantle.
Right.
Ping, okay. Shit like that.
So
So they went from like the tennis chains, just the straight up tennis chains, then the baguette kind of tennis chains came in. Is like just straight gold ever gonna make a comeback? It never really went out of style, to be honest with you. But like I don't know, I follow a lot of jewelers in Florida, and it seems like just straight monster gold pieces seem to be coming back.
You know, the population of the United States is 10 times the
Yeah,
population of
and there's a lot of money in Florida, bro.
You know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying?
for sure, and that's also why we want to expand out into the States. You
Right,
know,
big time.
He's on his shit.
I've
That's what I'm
always
saying.
you've
I
known
taught
since
him.
you've been
Yeah,
working.
yeah.
I've been trying to expand to in Florida,
For
LA.
sure.
Yeah,
You know?
not only for the music game there's more of an industry there, but yeah, for jewelry there's more. There's more
The
money.
jewelry game
There's
is
more
crazy in
money
Florida.
going around
I
in
think
these
it's-
industries, you know, than there are in Montreal.
I
And
think
like
it's safe to say that the jewelry is the most lucrative part of this whole endeavor, right? Compared to the studio and stuff.
I mean,
Or
I
it
mean,
will
look,
be.
it's only been
It will be.
I can't speak for him, you know.
For you,
For
definitely.
me, I mean, before I was a sound man, you know, I make good money,
Hmm.
but
I've been running the studio for 10 years, and they're
Apples and
like, you know,
oranges.
I'm not gonna say it's more like lucrative like that, but I have been running the studio for 10 years now, and there's never been something that has caught this much of my attention.
Okay.
yeah, where it's like
Um,
every day.
Yeah. Besides but music in the studio, I feel they run together. You know, me as an artist and me recording people, it's always, you know, but there's never been anything that's pulled me away from both of those things as much as jewelry has. But at the same time, now that I'm kind of past the learning steps on how to really do most of the things with the designing and this and learning, you know, now that I'm like more at like a plateau stage where like I understand how to get my product from start to finish.
Time to sell.
Now I feel like it's coming back also into the music stuff. Now I'm starting to do self-branding with the goals.
Exactly.
And, you know, applying some of the things I've learned to myself to brand myself for videos and for this and for that. And yeah, so it's just cool how everything always just comes together. And even the gaming, you know, like I said, with the VR, now I'm going to learn how to get into like a VR jewelry store.
Yeah.
And get
Yo,
this
that's
and get
great.
this.
That's
And it's
big.
already built.
That's-
like
that's
at
money
this
in the
moment,
bank right
you
there.
could put the VR set on and be in my store.
Yeah.
So
Right
what-
now.
Right now.
So if we have like, let's say if we meet up again next year,
know?
you know, I'll definitely be able to tell you, you could put a VR set on and you're going to be able to try the chains on,
That's fucking
try
wild,
your
bro.
bracelet, try the
wild.
rings,
Mirror.
see your hands in the VR and like put the
Wow.
ring
That's
on.
Yeah.
You know, so we want to be doing all these kind of things and just innovating and making it just a little bit cooler than just like the generic things that we see every
Right.
day, you know? I think it's fun. I think it's cool. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's our industry. You know, you've seen every rapper you love, you know, from super hip hop to trap. They both wear those big ass chains, you know, from, you always seen Jadakiss at the battle rocking those big iced out Cubans,
Listen,
you know?
I grew up on Wu-Tang and Big
the
Pun and
Eagle,
the
yeah,
big
for
the
sure.
big
The soul,
the
the
big
country,
Cuban
the
with the fucking
rock
Medusa
stars.
plate. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
The spinning wheels, you
Yeah,
know, like
bro.
so
Come on, man.
there's a development in jewelry from those styles to new styles, and it's crazy that styles from back then are still getting sold to people who don't know today. You know, and just because there's these old jewelers who are just still holding on those pieces they never sold, so they try to get it out. It's not honest, it's not cool, you know? So we really like to educate the people when we're doing jewelry with them. You know, it's not like a quick, okay, here's your chain, bye. We sit with our people, we talk to them, we give them all the options. You know, the biggest thing is just
I do house calls and shit.
something I've noticed
What
is that
jeweler
does house calls.
come to your crib?
So the
Talk.
difference between
Chill with you,
hollow
smoke
and
a spliff
solid.
with you, have a drink with you, talk with your kids,
Yeah.
say what's up, say hi to your wife, blah blah. This and that, not be some guy okay in and out.
Mhm.
Map it out.
And
plan
you think
a-
we're gonna do a house call?
Some
Talk
guy with a
about this cut, bro.
calculator and
No?
shit,
Yeah,
bro.
seriously,
Definitely.
yo, plan
Definitely.
everything out, do
Yeah.
everything correctly, like he's saying. Knowledge is power, seriously. And I'm nice enough to give it, you know.
Yeah.
Not
Funky
even
Steve.
nice enough. Funky Steve. what's
Next
good?
time I do a show, you want to be my hype man?
Oh man, of course,
Straight up,
of course,
bro.
of course. Me, I have the classic.
Everyone, get up on your fucking feet right
You know,
Um,
$200 and we'll talk.
a big thing with the thing
I'll give you
that I've
350.
noticed a lot of people don't know about is the difference between semi-hollow and solid chains.
Right.
This is huge. Like the first thing they're asking, okay, well, how much is this chain?
You know,
Okay, well, solid. What does that even mean?
solid, hollow.
So it's like the
etc.
difference between, you know, like I have my chain here
Feel like all your shit's solid.
where the
Stop playing.
you know, so the difference between a piece like this and a piece, yeah, this one's a semi-hollow. This one will be even longer. But let's say they were the same size.
Take
even.
the same size one. You have one in there.
Yeah.
Take the same size one.
You take the exact same size chain.
See, it's basically the same chain.
It's a nice chain.
This weighs like 13 grams.
Mhm.
And this weighs
30.
Exactly.
That one
But-
even looks bigger, you know, and
But
it's
hey, I'm gonna sell this one to my customer.
Yeah.
'Cause, look,
most clients are gonna buy that,
I can
but
afford it. Hey, I can sell you 3
if
of
that
these.
breaks, can I fix
True.
it?
Exactly. If this breaks, yo, I can fix it once.
Okay.
You know, I can fix it once,
Mhm.
twice. After that,
All the time.
I gotta melt it for you
True.
and replace it, which I offer always to my clients first. You know, hollow chains, I'd rather melt the gold for you, give you the credit, and you just buy a new one. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
It's
every
like,
you know,
Tech feels like he's getting presents over here. He's like, yeah.
Let me see that.
And you know,
Let me see, I
guys,
wanna see.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Valentine's Day is coming up. Get your special somebody a little.
You know, send us
little
a
bling.
DM, check out our website, you know. But the biggest thing that I like to do with clients and
Okay.
everything is just, I like to do, there you go. By the end of this episode, you're going to be all like
Valentine's Day is
that.
coming up.
there's some more if you want.
By the end of the episode, she just has like all the stuff in the
I
box
don't
on
feel
it.
like- I've been listening, but guys,
And
won't
like
fit
you
over
know,
my
a lot
head.
of jewelers they really like to sell yellow gold. We have
Yeah.
yellow, white, tritone, two-tone. I mean,
A big,
endless.
a big seller, one that has come to the game recently is the tritone.
Tritone.
I love this one.
I
yeah.
never
what's the
fucking liked
tritone?
it. I don't know.
I feel like
Yellow,
not
white, and rose
alone, but
gold.
going along with everything.
Yeah,
going
no,
along with everything. Yeah.
It's
too,
a
I'm not-
nice.
I like the sparkly shit. I like that shit, like diamond cut. That looks
diamond
like it's
cut stuff.
This is one of
sparkling
my
all
best
over.
sellers. I sell this little bracelet here. It's a women's bracelet, tritone, 10 carat. I sell it for like $85. You know,
Damn, bro.
But think
you know
about
what
that.
I'm saying?
And how much
What would
would
you
if
think
you
at
go
a
to the jewelry
store?
store with all that overhead?
200 bucks, 300 bucks.
How much are you
easily.
charging you for that?
No, they tell you 350. Pull out the calculator and be like, okay, for you,
Honestly,
I'll
they'll
do
say,
200.
Look, it's tritone. We had to sit there and do it. Blah
Blah,
blah
blah,
This and that.
blah.
A small bracelet like that, they're gonna be like 150. You know,
Okay,
bro.
yeah. So see that? Go to this guy
A
because
good jeweler will say 125. Me, that has no cost, nothing. I make all the money. I get it directly from the factory.
85.
$85.
It's a steal.
Believe me, if you knew the margins, still,
Yeah, for sure.
you'd think I'm ripping
You
you
can, you
off.
could even
Still,
fuck it. You could even buy it for 85 and go flip it if you want to.
For sure.
Seriously.
And,
No,
they'll,
you
and
could.
they'll still tell their friends they got a good deal.
Exactly.
Seriously.
Exactly.
That's what
Exactly.
I want. Like I said, I want everyone to wear jewelry. Period. Everybody.
The one
Look,
fucking
they already
episode
gave me free samples.
I didn't wear nothing, bro. I didn't wear nothing today, dog. And I was like, yo, Budz is coming. I'm gonna bust
what
out
the hell
some
is wrong with
jewelry.
you?
I was
Some
like,
days
fuck.
I don't wear jewelry, man. Some days I wake
Some
up
days, yeah.
and I forget to put it on.
Yeah.
It happens. And then I realized and I'm like, oh, it's actually comfortable.
Just sleep with your chains on. I sleep with
No.
No.
You know
I
what
don't
the
like
test is
sleeping.
in the
All
summer?
your shit
Yo,
on.
the funny shit in the summer. See the man, he's wearing 14 chains. Yo, dog, jump in the pool.
Wow.
Jump in the pool with
See
your
how
chain
green
on.
your neck gets.
Jump in the pool with your chain on.
Like,
I bet you that shit comes out a different color.
I
don't have that
went
problem.
up north to do like Airbnb little thing, you know, getaway, and we're going to the jacuzzi, and girls like, yo,
Mans are taking off their jewelry. dog.
no, she was like, oh, like your chains, like, you know, she's like, you don't want to go in with that? I'm like, she's like, you don't want to go in with your gold chains? I'm like, no, they're gold chains.
gold chain.
She's like, oh,
It's like, yo, you don't have to take that
You
shit
know?
off at the airport.
Yeah.
It's gold.
Yeah.
yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. So I mean, it sucks that there is a lot of the bullshit. There's a lot of this moissanite. There's a lot of these lab diamonds going around.
Bullshit.
At the end of the day, you know, when are you really gonna get one of these guys with a jeweler to analyze to get them
Yeah,
on
like, well,
spot?
that's the thing.
No, that's why
too.
those guys in the mall with the little tester
Yeah,
doesn't mean shit. You know,
exactly.
half the guys that go positive on those things are
They're
probably
they're
not.
hitting the fucking prong. They're hitting the metal. That's why it's fucking
No,
going
no,
positive. Like
no.
even on the videos, you see it. He's
just kind of
he's hitting the
goes.
metal, bro. Like he's not even fucking touching the
Yeah.
stone.
Before I forget.
These are beautiful, though. But I won't forget. Don't worry. You know?
He's coming
It's
for
not
you.
about you.
I'm scared again.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
I'm a nice guy. Don't worry, you know? Look, you have to be scary in life. It sucks to say, but I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. you
I
know?
like it.
Walk
Yeah,
I
around
well,
like
with
it.
a
I'm
fucking
5'2",
stick or a
I'm not
gun,
really
dog.
scared.
I agree.
Seriously.
I like
agree.
it.
You know? Although I don't believe in violence. Seriously, I don't think you have to be violent. I think everybody can talk, but some people are just so fucking stupid. Seriously.
Some people are stupid.
No,
You're right
no
about
joke,
that.
you know? Look,
Oh, yeah.
I walked dogs a little bit as a hobby before I did the jewelry shit, pre-COVID and all that, years ago, you know? And some of the dogs, they're fucking rowdy, you know? And the owner says, look, they have little problems, you know? Just fucking...
Give him a kick.
No, but, you know, they try and bite you, just tap them on the nose, and you keep doing it. Eventually, they follow you. That's it. You're gonna let the guy that's always fucking grabbing at you keep grabbing at me? No.
Yeah.
Eventually, you have to stand strong.
Hit him with a stiff jab. You know what I'm
Jewelry
saying?
from
Right in the
first
mouth.
day,
Ah!
though,
Yeah.
that's what
Hit him with
really
the
taught me the
shoulder.
jewelry shit. From the first day, It makes a man out of you right away.
Yeah. I mean, I could tell you right away. You know, there was
Boom.
there was
I need to be a
jewelers in
man.
Montreal.
Oh man,
When
in
I
this
s-
day and age.
when I started doing my shit, when I started
To each
doing the
their own.
grills and all that, I could tell you right
I
away.
know
There
what you're
was
talking about.
jewelers that came at me in Montreal. You know,
Dog.
and the
I know what you're
polishers
talking
and
about.
stuff like that, man. I could tell you people I've known for years, people that I've let in my house. You know, there's a lot of people that change in this game very fast. You know,
Over
And
money, you know?
not
for
even
sure.
over money, not even over money, over business, over the fact that
terrible.
maybe my clients are the same as yours, or the fact that maybe, who knows? You know, there's a lot of weird things that I've heard. You know,
Fucked
so
up, man.
Yeah.
it's just sad that, you know, like we're in this stuff. Like I've known him for time, but like we don't speak. You know, it was only around 6-8 months ago where like we randomly met at the studio because he came in for a feature, and then we started talking about it.
Yeah.
And
Yo,
even
my
then,
boy,
I was
literally-
like, yo, this guy. I'm
Funny
like,
ass
yo,
story, bro.
I
Very
haven't seen
funny
him in so
story.
long. Like, let's just link up. And out of the, you know, being tribe,
Off the street,
he thought I was gonna say.
the
He thought I was gonna
street,
say off the kindness of his heart.
Yeah, dog. Yo, a lot of people hit me up to do the jewelry shit. You know, there's a fee involved, of course. He got a beautiful bracelet from me, regardless. I saw
And
it
that
in
had
him.
nothing to do
I
with
saw it in him
nothing.
that he was
Scares
able
me
to
every
do
time
it.
he
You know what I'm
talks.
saying?
Yeah.
He was there the next fucking morning.
Of
man.
course, it's Bud.
For
man.
sure.
9 in the morning, dog. Other people, oh yeah.
And that was out of respect, you know.
I had clients
After
that have
he
spent
taught me all
30,
the things.
40,000 with me that wanted to come in the jewelry shit. Okay, yo, throw me a 2,500. The ropes, dog. Next morning, no call.
Yeah.
The next day, no this, that. And these are dudes I chill with. I'll go to their crib that night. They won't say a word about not showing up, this and that.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
they're smoking too much, this, that, whatever the case may be.
True. They're not serious.
Why? And it's
For
like, you
sure.
have fucking money. Look, I was adopted by a nice Jewish family, you know? But before that, I was an orphan in Hungary, you know? It's not great. But now, a nice family, I had a comfortable life, believe me, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, money is so easy to make come and go. Over money, why would you do these things, you know?
True.
It's crazy, man.
To ruin a relationship that you've built over time, over years and
It's
stuff,
nuts.
to
nuts.
ruin it over business or
Nuts.
money, yeah, really.
The worst thing for
Honestly,
me
like
is
that's
laziness.
probably like all of my encounters with people have been ruined
Laziness
over
is-
money
is
and business.
My
you
biggest
know?
pet peeve, laziness. And I'm a lazy piece of shit, so that should really tell you something. Seriously, dog. Yo, you ask my girl, she fucking, you know? Yo, sorry. I hope she hears this after.
This guy just leaves his pants on the floor. Fuck it, that's where they go.
Sometimes, dog.
You
No,
handle
seriously, man.
you handle what you need
Yo,
to
if I
handle,
come
and
home
that's
at
it.
8 p.m., I've been dealing with fucking some Armenian guy yelling in my ear. All day. Fuck, yo, you think I want to fucking? I just want to sit back, watch Seinfeld, smoke my joint, dog. Have some fucking ackee and saltfish. She's Jamaican, my girl. She makes some crazy shit,
Nice.
and go to sleep, you know, and wake up the next day and do the same shit again. Some days I'm down to fucking do the dishes and clean, but yo,
Yeah, I
you
feel
know,
you. I
if
feel
you had this guy in your ear, huh,
So Buds, man, before we get
Yo, I
you
don't
out
let
of here,
nobody sleep, man.
that's a fact. Before we get out of here, though, let's talk about the music, bro. What's going on with the music? You got new music dropping, or are you just solely focused on this jewelry bag right now?
Yeah, so with starting into jewelry, with becoming, you know, having the studio at a nice ground, I feel like everything is really played out now. Everything's really nice and organized. You know, I have 5 engineers working at the studio.
Damn.
I have the jewelry game. I'm able to juggle in between everything because it doesn't require like that time that a studio required, where you're like you have to be there
For sure.
focused. Everything's
For sure.
off. So this, I'm able to do everything at the same time. Now that everything's very comfortable, I've been focusing on my music again. I think it's been about 2 years since I've even dropped, which is like crazy
For you, yeah.
You know, like
sure.
I've always been dropping. I've always been recording. I always do things like even to this day. Like my folder in the studio is long. You could scroll down.
crazy. This guy schooled me on that shit, like posting every day, jewelry stuff, this, that. I didn't
Yeah.
know about that shit. Me, I'd sold it regardless, but then when I learned,
Yeah.
So
knowledge,
now that I'm feeling nice and comfortable, I've linked up with my boy Justin Morgenstein with Oak Tree Agency, and we've been able to just create a lot of content together. You know, even though I can do a lot of these things on my own, having somebody to bounce off with,
Yeah.
it's always the best thing. You know, sometimes when you're alone, you just feel like you're getting into the same.
Morgenstein's a good dude too, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
him.
yeah. So I've been working with him for a very long time. He used to have This Is My Experience. They were helping artists come up and brand themselves. And now that he's doing his solo thing with Oak Tree, we've really found a good balance between friendship and business and content, where we could just meet up and do cool things. And even if it's not a music video, like I've been making posts on Instagram and things like this that pretty much look like music videos.
Cinematic.
But we just went for a week up north, or we went for a drive downtown, and we just create this whole little vibe around that day or that experience. So having this has been enabling me to promote the music I'm doing.
That's lit.
Really push harder with it, and also now that I'm making my own beats, because
Oh shit!
the
Oh yeah.
learning never stops.
Oh shit! Okay.
I started making my own beats, and like they're hard and they're nice, and I'm like,
Nice.
damn, I'm making beats nicer than people who've been making beats, you know. And
That
I'm
shit's
making
fucking hard
beats
too,
now.
man.
Yeah.
You want like the craziest session I had with somebody to involve everything I've done was I was writing for this dude. I made the beat for the dude. I designed the chain for the dude.
Damn,
And
bro.
then I recorded
to
the
Z.
dude.
Fucking
A to
thing.
You know, it's like
Jesus.
I just did the A to Z from the beat to the lyrics to the recording to the chain that's sitting on his neck.
God damn, dude.
You know, so it's these kind of things that it's like, damn, we could really just do everything, and like,
Yeah.
it's
Anybody
music.
can do
So,
it.
but yeah, Anu
It's
Budz,
fucked.
man, Anu Budz.
Seriously.
We're coming hard. We're gonna come hard this year. We started off very nice.
I saw the video with J Mambo. Sick. Very sick video.
Oh yeah, that was a feature with Fresh.
Yeah, action video, fire.
That wasn't J Mambo.
No,
That
the
was
one, but-
Monstrosity.
Monstrosity. Yeah, the
Big up
Monstrosity,
monstrosity.
They did
Yeah,
a good job.
yeah. Cassidy and these guys.
Where was the studio?
Uh,
Was it like Gallery M?
it was like a venue.
Where it was filmed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Some
was.
spot on some
Okay.
It was a
Okay.
venue. Yeah, it was. Wasn't too far from the district actually.
I like the transitional work and everything.
Yeah, no, they were very nice. That actually, like, I won't even take like credit for that video and stuff. Like, that was Fresh Era. Like, he put up all that. He got all the girls. He got the birthday cake custom made.
Very nice.
He got the location, the video. He just told me to show up with the jewelry and
Fire.
Dope, dope.
Yeah,
You know?
I just showed up. He's like, all right.
That's it.
Okay.
But it was nice, you know, because at the end of the day, I played my part. I did the thing. We made a really nice video. It was dope.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
was
but that was a great start to my releases. But as far as solo music on beats that I produce, that's all going to start coming out now. There's a couple old songs that I released that I want to do videos for.
This guy wants me to rap. Fuck.
Start
Yo,
rapping, bro.
and this guy humble, but yo, he has his DMS freestyle where he went off because he came with me for our first interview about jewelry a couple months ago. Yo,
He went off. He
hip
went off,
hop, man, hip
All
hop
right.
still
Me, I like
lives
to
for anyone
rap
who
a lot,
says
you know,
and don't.
if I wasn't a jeweler, I would try to be a rapper. But the thing with rapping is, it's very difficult to be authentic when you rap. You know, in my opinion, for some reason, bad stuff rhymes well. I don't know why. In my opinion, the best rhyme skill rapper was Big L.
Mhm. I love
Everything
Big L.
he talks about is grimy shit. I grew up on all that shit. It's not good.
Yeah.
I rap like that too. It's not good. I try to tell myself, no, be positive. But when I write positive shit, I'm like, yo, this is garbage.
Shit's corny. Shit is
You know?
corny, son.
You know?
That being said, I hate to be the one to like stretch the truth, and it's negative.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm on the fence. What can I say? But I appreciate
we'll
him
find
really
his sound.
pushing me a lot.
We're gonna
That's-
find it.
He's really pushing me, and that's what matters. You know, that's it. I'll get there eventually, hopefully.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I feel you.
It's a grind within everything, you know. Once you get comfortable in one aspect, you move on to the next, you know. And that's why I've been able to keep on pushing forward with everything musical. You know, I started at one point, moved to the next. Once it got comfortable, moved to the next, and now I could have, like what I said, a session with somebody where everything could be done, and we could talk about every aspect of the game and how you could push yourself positively. So, I mean, I feel you. As hard as he is as a rapper, I feel it. I get it, you know, and I've seen a lot of artists quit because it's not lucrative.
Yeah.
You know, especially before Spotify. I had 5 artists signed to me at a point where it's just we didn't know what our numbers were. You know, like unless you were like YouTube famous or some shit, there was no way that you could see how much even 100 streams, let's say, got you.
Yeah.
Or 1,000 stream or 20,000 streams, you know, and it's like
Crazy.
where's the money? So it was hard, you know, and it was a lot of people, they just ended up getting jobs and they just like said, fuck this. I don't even see where that comes unless I'm like one of these big rappers who gets a $1 million deal and blah, 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 you know?
Facts.
How are we going to do this just us? So it only happened probably around like 2015, 14, where Spotify and iTunes and all these things started coming out, which I think are the best for artists, you know? You weren't even able to track anything before that, you know?
Yeah, they
so
do it
like,
for you.
Provide all the analytics you want.
oh my god, and more, and then people want to say he's funding like missiles and stuff. It's like, dude, like, yo, the dude helped us hard, you know. I don't care what he spends his money on, man. You know, this revolutionized the way that artists could even call this a job.
Yeah, it's true.
Before it was just like it's a hobby until it's a job, and now you could actually like, nope, there's money from it.
Until that point, it was literally a hobby for everybody.
Most people, you know, because a job is something you get paid for. You know, and they say, you know, no one's really getting paid off of this rap stuff when you start. You know, it's an investment.
Yeah.
It's a business. You're a
It's
brand.
it's a money drain, honestly, at the beginning.
100%. You know, and that's hard, and it's understandable why a lot of people stopped early on, and now why there's so many content creators, why there's so many artists flourishing now. It's because of all these systems that came out, all these platforms that are allowing artists to actually have a way of making money.
Yeah. And I hear a lot of people, they're like, oh, they don't pay them well, this and that. You know, taking all the risk means you take all the profit too. That's just how it works.
It's capitalism, man.
You want to use their platform, which is
What can I
already
say?
famous and known
Globally,
I mean,
yeah.
look, at the end of the day, you can make your own website,
Yeah.
have a buy link, and tell everyone to just go to you. You'll get 100% of your profits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Good luck.
how many people are going to call you being like, yo, I was on Spotify, I can't find your music?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
you need to be there.
Because people use the platform,
Yeah.
you know? So
It's all crazy thing. You know, I remember I bought a laptop, a fucking Focusrite, and a mic and shit, you know, for $1,000, everything to record this and that. You know, and I recorded a few shit at my crib. This is during the pandemic, nothing going on, you know.
Yeah.
At this time, I had a property empty right on Esplanade in front of the park. The spot empty, ready to sell, you know. So I'm just chilling. I got an air mattress, nothing, dog. A TV on the floor, blah, blah, and a booth, you know. I'm chilling. It's a property that we were selling, you know.
Yeah.
I was chilling there to get away from everybody, hang out solo, try to do some music shit, you know? At the end of it all, I'm like, fuck, yo, if I would have put $1,000, which is nothing, into the jewelry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I put $1,000 into the jewelry, it makes $5. Oh shit, I bought a laptop, this, that, blah, blah. To be fair, I like to rap, so I'm happy.
Yeah.
It was cool, a little bit to press play and this and that and try this, but you know, when you don't know what you're doing,
True.
it's never gonna sound good. So then you're always fucking putting yourself down, everything this, that. The real reality is, I guess the gem I want to say is, honestly,
Give him the gem.
He
Give him
has
the
a
gem. Give him
gem
the
too.
gem. Yeah.
yeah, one too.
I'm wearing gems.
There you go. You don't
needs
even
to
need
drop
to
it
hold
down.
the
Do you know how
shit.
many
bro.
gems are on it?
We got a gem here.
You know, is really the real gem.
Is this VVS?
Nah, bro. No.
That's the
Diamond
most.
tester?
That's
Diamond tester?
clarity. That's
We
the
have one.
top-notch diamond right
I
there.
bet you do.
Worth the 500K.
Listen,
Nice
the
to
real
know
gem
you
is
is-
this. No matter what, invest in yourself. Period. That's it. Seriously, I have the fucking list, man. You want to talk about investments? I've done it all. The most money I ever made is myself. Period.
Nope.
That's it.
Nope. Straightforward to the fucking point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And people that understand that, if you guys come together, it's endless. Seriously, you know?
How about you, Budz? You want to drop another gem, or you were good with the first one that you dropped?
First one's good, man, you know, because it really holds to almost every topic that we talked about, you know, like you save a lot of money being smart.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like it's just so much time and efforts and this and that you'll waste trying to do something if you're not fully knowledgeable on it.
No.
And then there's also just the time where you got to realize, well, there are professionals who do certain things.
It's okay to not do everything.
Not everything. Or if you want to do something to
You
a
know?
higher level, get the person.
Right.
But
It's okay.
to an
you know,
extent, there's kids doing all the content, all the things. If you could see a 14-year-old do it, I'm telling you, you could do it. You know, so put your mind to it. There's something that blocks everybody from doing that extra bit of work because we all enjoy having our downtime. We all enjoy de-stressing, you know?
Yeah, they're scared, is essentially it.
But it's like,
That's
look,
it.
I've always told myself, if I have time to smoke a spliff, to hit a bong, to do this, I got time to learn about Unreal Engine or 3D programs
10
or
minutes
another
will change your
investment.
life.
Fortune favors the bold, as
nuts,
that
man. 10
Crypto.com
minutes.
commercial says with
10
Matt Damon.
minutes. Literally, I remember, this is years ago, man. 10 minutes, my boy sat me down. He was working at the Bitcoin MC on Saint Laurent, you know? 10 minutes, man. Change your fucking life. Seriously. You're blessed forever.
Yep.
Come on now, you know?
I feel it.
5 minutes of watching a fucking video on YouTube, I realized, oh shit. You can sell cribs and make money and this and that, etc. No, but seriously, in 5
Just
minutes.
real estate. Like, if I got into real estate, like, I know I would be able to do a whole bunch of numbers, you know? But
And because of how I carry myself, people trusted me. I didn't have the money to do this shit, you know, and that's another gem. Never use your own money to invest. Use other people's money. You know what I'm saying?
I've always used my own.
You can. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
There's nothing
I ain't
wrong
get
with
no
that,
grants
you
or
know? Just
nothing.
we can't all own the most successful studio in the city. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do what you can with what you
Well,
with
I'm
what you're
saying
given.
for-
You know
No,
what I
you
mean?
got to do what you can with what's available,
With what's available. Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is infinite. Seriously.
And
People-
it's true. There's so many different ways to invest into something. You know, so it could be your
it doesn't
own
have
money.
to be money. It could be time.
It's not the worst thing for it to be your own money, but at the same time, if you don't have money, there are so many ways for you to do investments still. You know, like there's a lot
Yo,
of
I see every day motherfuckers on IG doing what is this shit?
Chill out.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
shit.
Send money to my Cash App, blah blah. They get the money,
They get the money.
bro. If fucking Twinkly Toes over there could get the money, come on.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Definitely. I agree. I agree with you guys on that. We had a great conversation here today.
We could go forever.
We're running out of fucking time, and we got to get out of here. But thank you, Buds. Thank you, Funky T,
sir.
Respect,
Large
guys.
T, Big T.
Respect, yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the
You
glasses.
guys were
Oh, wow.
the first ones to come with gold on the platform.
That's a fact.
First one with jewelry on the platform.
Step your
Appreciate
shit
it.
up, other folks.
Respect.
Yeah, guys, you gotta come fucking rocking as many chains as these guys have. Trust me.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I have to.
That's good. It's a good
Now,
start.
now,
I
for
mean,
the people that want to buy the jewelry and the people that want to record at Makeway, where do we
Yes.
find you guys?
So for everything Makeway related, anything music, branding, you could go to makewayststudios.com or on the Instagram. Send us a DM, send us an email. We're always active. My phone's right here. When it comes to the jewelry, that's Aurum Crystallini. I'm not even going to bother spelling that for you. We're going to put it on the screen. And we have an Instagram, a website for that as well, aurumcrystallini.com. And this is just where everything comes together. You know, you DM us, you send us an email with your logo, with your ideas. When it comes to 3D works, literally anything is possible. When it comes down to the finer details, when it comes down to the gems, when it comes down to birthstones, anything that's needed in the jewelry industry, we could provide at the best prices. And anything in the music, we also do it very well. And when it comes down to rapping, being an artist, man, we're surrounded in this table right now with amazing artists. And I'm going to be releasing a lot of music in the new year. So Anu Budz, Makeway Studios, Aurum Crystallini. Man, let's get it, man. Nothing's going to stop us now.
Straight up. So.
Perfect. That was a perfect plug for every single thing that you're doing. And if you need to record, you need some jewelry, holler at these guys. Trust me, before it's too late. Before it's too late. Tell them, Ty. Tell them.
No, I was gonna say, and hit that fucking subscribe button down there. All the
subscribe.
links will be
Let's
in
go.
the description, ladies and gentlemen. Hit it. Ding, bing, bong.
Bing,
We
bong.
out here.
Yeah.
Salute. Catch you on another episode of the Hustle Podcast.
Who would I become if I ain't never helped the people cause they never had enough? What would be the words of all my family, all the ones that said they always stand by us? I've been in and out of the country trying to find the money, trying to get my dollar up. First I had to grind up on the road, it took a lot of time, but I was earning some. Profit off the street and bring it to the bank, and other phones I never catching on. Weighing out my options, all these different topics, said illegal life was paying off. Pick and choose, I never pick a fool to run my business, better know who call the shots. Speed easy, always under. Yeah, where were the ones who would tell me that they would go help me if I was out falling off? I got no minutes to spend for no winning and drowning, you better go shut it off. I had some sticks in my circle, it made me uncertain, I had to go cut a loss. Talk about all of the times in your past to go take advantage of a newer one. I won't go do it, the one I don't need two for one. You were a crook in your grill, be aluminum, making a name for the use of the tools that we love. It was true for the one up above. I am no prophet, but prophet we does. Trust it will pop up and drop all your slums. I got some people looking up to me for every move, you better know who be the one. Where were the ones that you said that we saw in the scenes? I never remember these things. They don't make an impression, they make no investment. We tested and made them all see. How many times did I see them all fall? How many people gon' pick up the ball? How many shots are you willing to take before you gotta take a knee and really crawl? Fly, look over the banks. We taking a moment of silence, we going out with a bang. Fly, start giving them thanks. I'm looking over the whole island, making a way with a bang. Look, who do you think makes all the wheels turn in the bank? I've been working on it since I heard the prophecies, residual love to this day.